Hi everybody, I'm John Hamp.
And I'm Carrie Hamp, and we are
the Hampy Campers. So today we've got a little bit of the good, the bad, and the ugly to share with you. We are up here in Breckenridge, Colorado, so it's kind of late in the season. Carrie and I are both veteran Colorado Rocky Mountain people, but that doesn't mean that we were not taken by surprise this weekend when a snowstorm moved in that was not supposed to move in until Monday midday. So we got up here Thursday for Still on the Hill, the distillery festival up here in Breckenridge, and it was going to be cold. We knew that. We were prepared for that. And we knew that there was a snowstorm coming in on Monday. But that snowstorm decided to move in really Saturday night. And since the Still on the Hill was on Saturday night, we were regaling and rejoicing with distillery beverages and went to bed unaware of what we were going to wake up to Sunday morning. So before we get into all of that, there are some good things about this trip that we want to share with you.
Yes. So the good thing is our grand design, her name is Stella, so I'm going to call her by Stella. She stayed really, really warm throughout this whole thing. We've kept our fireplace on, and we have a little heater in our bedroom. The furnace has ran a little bit, but not too much. But she has been super, super cozy. We've been really, really comfortable here.
Yes, I think surprised by how well she has performed. As you can see, maybe I'm wearing shorts, and I'm not cold. Yeah. It's 15 degrees outside right now. So just a couple of things that I can tell you about that I've learned throughout the years about cold weather camping is, first of all, we don't have any hoses hooked up to the rig. When we arrived here on Thursday night, I filled up the freshwater tank, which is with the water heater capacity is about 100 gallons. Turned on the heating pads on all of the tanks, and that's how we have had water. If we try to hook up a hose, even if it's a pre-wired heated hose, a lot of times those things will freeze. So even if you're going to try and count on a heated hose, always have your tank full, because you never know what's going to happen. It may not even be that your hose freezes. It could be that the pedestal, the faucet outside will freeze, and then you find yourself without water. So always have a full tank of water. The second thing that does is, as the heating pad on the bottom of that tank gets warm and heats the water up, it keeps the underbelly warm. So you need to have that water in there to kind of create a heat zone, if you will. The second thing that I've learned throughout the years is, as Carrie mentioned, we have a heater in the bedroom. It's an oil-filled radiant heater, so it's perfectly silent. We run that all the time. And we have the fireplace going all the time. But we don't keep those at a really high temperature so that the cabin stays warm from just the fireplace and the radiant heater. And the reason for that is you need the furnace to run to heat the underbelly. The furnace has ducting into the underbelly, so if you keep the cabin too warm that the furnace won't run, then your underbelly's not going to get heat. So we try to kind of find that happy medium. The bedroom we keep as warm as we want.
A little bit too warm at times.
Yeah, probably too warm for us. We like it a little colder. But out here in the kitchen living room area where the thermostat's located for the furnace, we try to keep that set to about 70 degrees on the fireplace. And when it's 15 degrees outside, your furnace is going to need to turn on. Mm-hmm. So that's kept us nice and cozy, and we haven't had any problems with water, freezing and stuff like that. So now the bad. Carrie is not super happy with me about our current situation.
Yes, I had a little bit of a freak out session because there is roughly, 5 inches of snow outside, and it's still snowing.
Probably more than that. I think it's more like 8.
Oh, okay. Yes, more like 8.
I think it was 5 inches yesterday morning when I decided not to leave.
Right. We thought we would just wait out the storm, and we thought it would quit, and it has not.
No, instead it's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse. So I had a little bit of a panic attack last night, but we're going to pack up today, and we're just going to take it slow and just try and get out of here.
Yeah, unfortunately not being full-timers yet. we can't just say, oh, we'll wait another day or another
Yes.
2 days or a week or whatever and just kind of la about it. We both took today off. Today's Monday.
Yes.
We took today off thinking that we could leave this morning easier than yesterday, but I was wrong.
Yes, very wrong.
That's on me.
It's fine.
But the lesson there is, even if you're a seasoned Coloradan or high mountaineer or snow person, this stuff can happen to you by surprise, and we're not ready for it.
Nope,
I
we're
don't have
not.
a snow shovel.
No, I have a pair of gloves, but they're wimpy gloves. John has none.
I have no gloves. And this is our final camping season, or camping trip of the season, so I have to dump the gray, the black, both grays and the black into the campground septic system here and flush them out really good. I have no gloves for that. I'm going to have to get on the roof because, your slides, before you bring them in, you need to scrape the snow off of them or they're not going to come in.
And then you're going to have water everywhere in your
Yeah.
camper.
So I get to figure that out. I have this, it's called a Snow Joe. It's a device for cleaning off your car. That's what I'm going to use to clean off the slides. But I get to climb up the ladder and be on top of the roof with all that snow and no gloves. And really not even
snow boots.
The right kind of boots. I have
Yes.
cowboy boots with some soles, but this is going to be an adventure. So that's the bad. And then we said there was good and the bad and the ugly. So that's the bad. The ugly is we get to try to drive home.
Oh, you get to drive home because I am not driving in this.
I have no qualms about driving in snow all day long. I drive a service van that's rear-wheel drive typically, and it's not a big deal. But I'm not pulling 16,000 pounds, 15,000, whatever it comes out to. So that's going to be interesting. And we're going to bring you guys along for the ride. And fingers crossed, prayers, toes crossed, whatever it takes.
I'm going to white knuckle it the whole way.
Yeah, Carrie's putting a lot of faith in me. She loves this camper, and she'd probably be fine if I didn't make it home as long as the camper did
No.
safely.
I want us all to make it home.
Yeah. So it's,
Without
like I
incident.
say, 15 degrees. I am going to put pants on. That's the good news. I've got some heavy coats and sweaters and stuff, but we're going to get started and see if we can get out of here. The first challenge will be just getting the trailer out of the site, because although the campground has plowed the roads, the site is still snowed in. The office did say if we couldn't get out, they would send some help. But I'm not really excited about having a tow strap attached to the front of my truck while I'm trying to pull the trailer out and the front loader's yanking on it. I really want to get out on our own. The truck is a 4-wheel drive, or 6-wheel drive, I guess, because it's a dually. But we're gonna give it a shot. Wish us luck. Here we go. Right in the face. Schwintech's not going to work with that on it.
Forget our table.
All right. Here we go. I was afraid there'd be a layer of ice, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I know you're not really supposed to stand on the slides. But Desperate times, desperate measures. Come on, baby. Push it back out. And back up we go. Yes. Success. I guess it would help to be able to hook up if I could even see my hitch.
Oh gosh. Just a little bit of snow, that's all. One good thing is we did get our slides in. People were talking about how they don't work well in cold weather, but so far things are going in our favor. Let's just hope it continues that way. So we're, No, I don't want to do myself. Okay. Okay, so John's doing the walk around right now and we are all packed up and ready to go. Fingers crossed this goes okay. Yeah.
You got this.
All right, the moment of truth. Walk around's done. John's getting in, getting ready to pull out. I'm gonna film it. Gonna see how this goes. Fingers crossed. Okay, not looking too bad. Looking good. Now all we have to do is get over I-70 through the Eisenhower Tunnel. Alright, so here we go, pulling out of the campground.
Well, through the campground.
Through the campground.
We got to swing by the office and turn in the car access key and maybe go to the bathroom real quick. And getting out of the site really wasn't that hard.
Oh, it's kind of slick though.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that hard.
Feel it sliding though.
Yeah. Hoping that, I've seen CDOT out there on the roads because we were right next to the highway, and they were plowing and throwing down sand. So I feel like, you know, semis do this all the time. I know they have chains, but we have 4-wheel drive. So
6-wheel drive.
oh, 6-wheel drive. Sorry, 6-wheel
I don't know if that
drive
helps
or
for her.
6-wheel slide. You know,
The
however you want to
6-wheel
call
slide.
it. Plus the camper. But we have no choice. So here we go.
Got to get back to work tomorrow.
Got to go back to work.
Yuck. So I'm doing a couple of things differently today than I would do on a normal day on dry pavement and stuff. I do not have the exhaust brake on, and I do not have tow haul mode on. And the reason for that is I need the trailer brakes to do more than their fair share of work today. Because if the truck slows down the trailer, then the trailer will want to swing out like this. If the trailer brakes engage harder than usual, then they'll stay in line behind the truck as I brake. So even the exhaust brake, you know, if it kicks in and the truck slows down, that trailer is going to want to keep going and take a slide. So I try to not use it in these kind of conditions, and that will keep the trailer pulling the truck, which keeps everything nice and straight. That's the plan.
Great plan, babe. Great plan.
We're about to try it out right here at this stoplight. Hitting the brakes. I'm feeling the trailer pull me a little bit right there, kind of drag on me.
It's not sliding sideways.
It's staying right in line, and these roads are not clear. It's straight up icy surface. Good stops if I hit that trailer brake. So that's the other thing. As a driver in these conditions, you really want to, you have to stay aware at all times where that trailer's at. If you start going down a descent, especially downhill, and you're braking and you see that trailer start to take its sideways turn, then you want to reach right down here. In this truck, it's this manual control right here, and pull that, engage the trailer brakes fully. I know it sounds weird, but you lock them up and they can't turn sideways anymore, and they'll pop right behind the truck. They'll pull right back in line. It's nerve-wracking because you always have to stay on top of it, and there may be a time or two that I have to reach down and do an emergency pull on that, but it's a lot better than having the trailer try to overtake the truck. And because you can't stop that trailer once it starts going sideways. The trailer needs to stop itself, and the truck will drag it straight. You take your foot off of the truck brake, engage the trailer brake fully, and it'll pop back in line. Pull in here, get fuel. That's another thing you want to pay attention to in bad weather. We don't know what conditions are like on I-70. It's possible that we could get stuck in a traffic jam. They do metering through the tunnel, so a lot of times they'll stop traffic and they only let so many cars go through at a time to keep congestion down, because they don't want people stopped and idling in the tunnel because they can't exhaust all the fumes. So you can sit there sometimes and wait for a half hour while you wait for your turn to get through the tunnel. So a full tank of gas before you leave is a critical thing. There could be a wreck that stops the highway. It could be there for 3 hours. I've known people in Colorado get stuck for 3-4 hours, and they got to sit there and idle. We are paying $2.81 for diesel right now. Actually, not too bad for a mountain town. Well, we made it.
We did.
We actually, once we got to I-70, right there at the Frisco turnoff, things weren't so bad.
No, the roads were clear. They were wet, but clear.
Yeah, there was a lot of snow like on the side of the roads, and it was still snowing pretty hard, but CDOT, lots of credit to CDOT. They did a great job clearing those roads and getting them ready. I think that waiting a day was kind of a blessing and a curse. It was a curse for us as far as getting all the snow off of Stella and getting her ready to be going on the road and get the slides in, because we got more accumulation. But I think it was better on the roads because our friends who left yesterday said that the traffic on I-70 yesterday was pretty bad. It took them about 4 hours to get home. So
we didn't really run into any traffic.
No, none. Yeah. It's Monday morning, so it's not ski season yet. Otherwise, it probably could have been really bad.
Right. So the worst part was just getting Stella ready and getting all the snow off and getting out of the campground.
Yeah. Yeah, as you saw, just getting the slides cleared off. You have to make sure on those Schwintek slides that the grooves are all clear of ice, because with the first time we tried to close it, it wouldn't close.
Didn't close all the way, no.
And so that I had to get some hot water and pour it up there. There was a big chunk of ice on the lip, the outside lip of the slide, right where the frame is at, and that was stopping it from going in too. So I had to beat all that out and stuff. But overall, just stuff we've never done before. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. The drive itself was easy. Not a big deal once we got out of town. So we're now in Denver. Actually, we're in Commerce City to get Stella all cleaned up because she's filthy dirty.
Filthy.
Yeah, and we're about to winterize her and put her to bed, and I don't want to put her in storage with all that junk all over her. So we're going to get her cleaned up. We had a great ride, a great drive home, no problems, and we'll see you guys next time.